I thought it was you. Nice to see you, Dixon.
It's been a while, Grandpa. 1 year, if my memory hasn't left me. Good to see you haven't kicked the bucket.
Put a sock in it.
Wait. Dixon? Dunban? You're the heroes who risked your lives a year ago in the battle to defend the colonies.
Yes.
What's a pretty young lady like you doing hanging around with this bunch of slackers?
Dunban, Dixon. Thanks for helping out back there.
I don't believe we did anything.
He's right. Save your thanks for that giant bird.
What was that thing?
A telethia. A mystical beast that protects the sleeping Bionis. Though I've never heard of one ever venturing down to where us Homs live. Strange.
A telethia? So that's what it's called.
A mystical beast that protects the Bionis.
So, what's your plan from here? Follow that metal-faced machine, I presume?
What else? He's gonna pay for what he did to Fiora.
Well then, there's only one place he'd go. Galahad Fortress in Sword Valley. A year ago, those things were building a huge fortress, right in the valley. Tactically, it's an excellent location to launch attacks from. I feel there's a strong chance they've now finished building it. That would explain why both colonies were attacked recently.
Sword Valley. The very place where we made our last stand 1 year ago.
So it's settled. Bash down a fortress and smash some metal brains.
Easy, Ryan.
Chalk?
There's somewhere else I need to go first.
But what could be more important than... Wait, you saw another one?
Yep.
Saw what? What are you on about?
Explanation time.
These visions sound pretty handy. Well, out with it. What do you see?
I was somewhere very high up. I was fighting at the peak of a huge tower. Fighting Metalface. I heard a voice. And then the Monado's power was unleashed. His armor instantly gave way. The Monado doesn't work on Metalface at the moment. But if that vision comes true...
A tower, huh? Doesn't give us much to go on.
Can you remember anything else from your vision?
I remember... a huge horn. That's it. As I fought Metalface, I could see the Bionis head.
Prison Island.
Prison Island?
I've never been. But I've heard of a black tower at the head of the Bionis. They say it was built by the ancient High Entia race.
The High Entia are real. I thought they were a myth.
I wouldn't blame you, son. An ancient race living at the top of the Bionis? It does sound crazy. But Bionis is home to all kinds of different people, not just us. That includes the High Entia.
The High Entia, huh? I dismiss them as folklore as well.
Never assume anything. Seeing is believing, right?
Have you ever met one?
Well, yeah.
Wow. Dixon, man, you're just full of surprises.
What can I say? I'm well-traveled. And it's all for your future. Day and night I've searched for new lands, met new cultures, and gained knowledge for our people. The life of a wandering old fool. A lonely one at that.
Stop your whining. You do it because you enjoy it. And you make a tidy profit.
Who asked you, Dunban?
Well then, Shulk, what's it to be?
We'll head there.
There are alternatives. We could abandon the colonies, find a place the Mekon will not discover and live in secret.
I realized something when we were fighting Zord. Wherever we go, they'll follow. We can't run from these things. We must fight on.
I see. Then I am obliged to join you.
You want to come with us?
Scared I'll get hurt?
I'm Sherlock.
No way. We know you're stronger than anything. Right, Ryan?
You bet.
I've recovered a great deal since we last met. And that miserly old coot over there made me this. Sharp, light, perfect for cutting through steel. Show me a mechon and I'll slice it in two.
Fortunately, we only
I
have
might not
one
be in
turtle,
peak
so that's
condition,
useful.
but I'm useful.
I can't thank you enough.
You, that sword, eh?
We're in it together now.
You can count on us, Dunban.
Miserly old coot. That sword is forged from mechon armor. It's worth every penny.
And we only
So
have
you
one,
keep
so it's
saying.
effectively useless.
If you want to go to the Bionis Head, you'll need a guide to get to the upper regions.
We're at the bottom, so I guess the only way to go is up.
Right. But we'll need to go up the lower back first.
The lower back?
Colony 6 is right at the top of the Bionis leg. So we'll have to head around the waist. Through a place called Satrol Marsh. Follow me.
But how about we don't? Except actually, I don't think the next thing ends with. Anyway, Dixon will now take his place as a temporary party member. Yeah, I need to point out, we have had 3 so far, and of those 3, 2 of them have only joined us in a single battle. Technically 2, because Dixon was in the Sword Valley fight. Shala, get the hell out of here. Dunban, actually get the hell back in here, and I'm gonna really quick equip that visually, because we are not keeping this thing. So, the anti-mechon grave is our first anti-mechon weapon other than the Monado. It is functionally useless. Because we only have the one. We do not get another anti-mechon weapon until we can buy a better anti-mechon weapon for Dunban. I need to stress how awful this is. The only so I will say now, there is a character other than Shulk who has only anti-mechon weapons, but even then, that character is the final party member. So, even the one time that would be useful, it's not. The anti-mechon glaive is just useless junk. The only use is if you take Shala, Shulk, and Dunban, which is a pretty mediocre party. Not to mention, by the time we're fighting Mechon again, we will have the better Shala. A character who didn't dive into support roles and actually can do damage while keeping everyone alive. Other than that, his gear is decent. Actually, it's pretty good. I didn't realize it was all light. Skill tree wise, I don't know if I mentioned this. I put him on Prudence. I have Bravery equipped. Or he has Bravery. I don't want to do Wisdom because... yeah, that's the one that gives him benefit for having no armor on. And also, like... I mean, that's pretty good. But, like, other than that, it's not the greatest. Oh, right, it was because of critical drain. That's why I picked you. But, like, other than Fiora, all of our temporary party members have not lasted at all. We have already lost all of them. And I know I know at least one of my temporary ads. And Dunban has like a lot of room to work with his side ads. I might take Blinding Blossom? Because I know I want all 3 of his moves that combo off of Gale Slash. Gale Slash being... it's a very good act, and just in general, like, it's kind of his gimmick. Also, yeah, I don't know why I'm being... actually, I know why, because we haven't seen his bio yet. So, go bio, go. Dunban is an evasion take, something that I've only ever seen in this series, Etrian Odyssey 5, and I want to say one other game, but I can't think of what it is off the top of my head. So, needless to say though, haven't seen much of it. And in the time these games, examples that make sense, but Dunban's actually legitimately good. Evasion tanking is legitimately good. At least in one-on-one scenarios. He's generally better than Ryan, but, well, listen, for the same reason that in games where luck-based mechanics are really good if you can roll the dice really fast, where it doesn't matter if it's a 1% chance if you roll a thousand dice, same goes in reverse. A lot of enemies trying to hit him, eventually something's gonna get through and hurt him. And his HP is kinda mediocre. In fact, it's literally the middle ground HP in this game. So, yeah, he has good strength, good weaknesses. As for other strength, his actual strength stat. And also his ether is pretty good. He's probably the 4th best ether attacker. The last party member can do slightly better in ether parties, but generally they're also better off with a physical build, whereas, well, I say that like they're better off with their physical set, whereas Dunban has 2 free art slots due to, well, his other ads, which we'll get into. He has 6 really good ones, so he has 2 free slots to work with. Anyway, as for his talent art, it's probably the simplest it is. In fact, gimmick is probably the simplest in the game. And the only one simpler is Ryan, who doesn't really have one other than, I guess, modifying his talent art and using the talent cage for other things. But that's a stretch, and you don't really use any of it except for Magnum Charge, so what does it matter? And even then, Magnum Charge isn't required. Anyway, his talent art, however, is pretty simple. He does a combo where you can press B to extend it. This is, so it's worth noting that after the second hit of the combo, I believe the third and fourth hit, the third is it starts with one single hit, then another one, then a 2-hit combo, and then a final flash that finishes off his attack. It's a pretty good talent art. You really just kind of have to hope he has it when on the AI for chain attacks. It's pretty good. It's not the best in the game, but it's still pretty dang good. As for art, Gale Slash combos into 3 of his other arts, at least 2 of which I really recommend running. And those same 2 he has from the get-go. Electric Gut Buster is his break art, but it needs to be used after Gale Slash. Gale Slash itself being a bleed art. Worldly Slash is a 2-hit combo that lowers physical defense and also strength if used after Gale Slash. Peerless is amazing. It is a attack buff that cures confusion and draws aggro that affects the party. Battle Eye is a lock-on and doubles his talent gauge, the rate in which his talent gauge fills, as well as his own attack rate, or rather his double attack rate. Not the best when Peerless is literally right there. Steel Strike is a powerful art. Not much more to say. Spirit Burst removes his debuff to give him haste. Again, you'll see this as a common theme. Good, but Peerless exists, so you probably want to use that instead. Blinding Blossom will allow him to basically take aggro off of another ally. Put him in a party with Rhine, and this is pretty good, since you can just reliably take aggro from whoever has the lowest, or whoever is not Rhine, and never need to worry about who has the aggro. Especially if you're running another ad, which can completely drop his aggro. We'll get to it in a minute. Albeit you might not want to run that, but still, he's pretty good at aggro manipulation. Serene Heart increases accuracy and evasion with the boost increasing the lower his health gets, which is a thing. Not amazing, but it's an option that is not bad, which you'll find Dunban only really has one bad at. And then a lot of mediocre ones. Tempest Kick is his one ether act. It's long range, his only option, and it removes buffs if it's used after Gale Slash. It's the final combo act. And that's kind of the closest thing he has to a gimmick. He combos stuff off of Gale Slash. Heat Daze removes his aggro, but gives a 100% crit rate buff. Phone! I think my nemesis is dealt with. His one bad eye is Thunder. It forces Dave because he has an aura, but it hits behind him in an AoE. This is the only art that hits behind, and it is really bad. So first off, it's friggin' impossible to get anything behind you if you're targeting them, meaning you need at least 2 enemies in the fight to even use this at all, unless you're running Tempest Kick, because Tempest Kick technically flips you around, so your enemies will now be behind you. But while Tempest Kick is pretty useful, he has better acts to be running in that extra slot, and it forces you to use Tempest Kick. Whereas Tempest Kick, you can use anything. And even still, Tempest Kick is pretty much only good for working with Ether Patty. It's still a nice thing, and I tend to leave it on him once he gets it, but like, Tempest Kick is not the be-all, end-all. You don't want to run it all the time. Something you do want to run all the time, though, is Soaring Tempest. This is the last of his Run This acts. Which, to quickly go over them, they're Gale Slash, Worldly Slash, Soaring Tempest, Keyless, Electric Gust Buster, and Seal Strike. Gut Buster is less important, but I still highly recommend it. And Soaring Tempest is in the free hit AoE attack that fills his talent gauge. It's basically War Swing, but it only hits 3 times. And it's dunban. Jaws of Death is another auto revive. Fills his talent fills his talent gauge and auto revives them when he dies and boosts his attack. It's not amazing, but it could be useful. Certainly a lot more useful than Rhymes, since he focuses on dodging, and sometimes your luck will be bad, I guess. So, could save you if you get unlucky. Final Flicker lowers his health to fill his talent gauge. I told you there were 2 of these, and yeah, this is his. And finally, Demon Slayer. When you kill something with it, force topple on all other enemies. This is gimmicky as all get out. So, first off, you outright... this is a very gimmicky act, and you outright need multiple enemies to use this, and unlike Thunder, this is a requirement, albeit Force Topple is a lot more useful than Force Daze, in my opinion. So, yeah. It's not bad. It might be worth using, but it's very gimmicky, so don't rely on it. The main reason to take it is more damage and chain link if you're going for topple locking, which is a strategy we won't be able to go into until much later when we have better access to topple. But I'm just gonna say, it's very good. As for his skill trees, Bravery gives him his medium armor, which he has from the get-go. Invincible Hero increases his strength, oddly, by 10% when his HP is full. Warrior's Ambition increases tension from the battle stat affinity by 25%. Overwhelming increases aggro when he deals damage by 10%, which is pretty good for a tank. 1 second. I am back. Mic is on! Let's keep going. Hero's Valor is a 75% chance of giving a max HP up buff at the start of battle. Wisdom is not good because it focuses on having dunban have no armor on. Spiritual Awakening gives them 20% more aggro. Reckless Abandon increases his agility when his health is at 50% or less. Twin Swords increases his double attack rate by a fixed 5%. Natural Born Warrior lowers the combined armor weight by 5. And Inner Peace increases his agility by 30% when he has no armor. That is still not great. And Prudent, I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Sustained Spirit increases the duration of auras by 10 seconds, which is amazing. Steel Protection lowers spike damage, which we're gonna have a way to deal with spike soon, but it's nice, I guess. It's probably better in the original. In the original, there's no actual visual of spike, which, yes, is mentally stupid. But, yeah, it still feels just how it is. But this game does, so it's not the most useful here. Mind of the Warrior reduces the depletion rate of the party gauge outside of battle, which is okay, I guess. Lightweight Expert versus physical and ether defense of light armor by 15%, which is amazing. And Critical Drain heals 20% of HP when he lands, or 2% of his HP, sorry. That's right on the part of my screen protector that's cracked, no matter where I put it, so I misread that. Regardless, amazing! Dunban as a whole is actually just amazing, and yeah. His only struggling point is in one-on-one or in multi-enemy fights. He good. And yeah, no, it's Tempest Kick. Tempest Kick is what I want for one of his flex ads, and I might take Blinding Blossom. Not 100% sure though. That's 2 Umbragon turtles. Hopefully these will go towards helping the colony. Because, yeah, that's going to be a thing we have to do soon. I'm going to continue to put that off until we have 6 party members, though. By the time that's the case, we will be fine. I checked ahead. There are no temporary quests that will run out before then. Said I could stand to go back up and just unlock the fast travel point now. But yeah, now that we have Dunban, we can finally chain link again. Yeah, I've been quite annoyed waiting to be able to actually have chain links that mean Jack Flip again. Because there's, I'll be real, this section of Shala is probably one of the worst in the game, but you know what? We're about to have party members flood in, because we're already close to the next one, and the next 2 party members pretty much going back to back. And we'll have, believe me, despite doing it kind of back some mid-game actually, I was gonna say late, but like, being real, they're more mid-game than anything.
Looks like we managed to survive.
Yeah, also, I don't know if I mentioned, I believe, if I'm remembering off the top of my head, Bleed does 20% of the base damage over time. It's another damage over time effect, that much I know for sure. Well, screw you too. Guess this was a massive waste of time. But yeah, just having Dunban is a huge plus to your party. Also, I think the gap between dunban and the next party member is the longest one we're gonna have for a while. Like, actually, I think it's the second longest in the game. No, Charlotte's dunban. And also, like, just to, Fiora to Trala. I guess Fiora Death to Charlotte. I don't know, I don't really want to put it. You could actually customize and even play dunban entering the game, but I didn't want to go ahead and do that. Because a lot of time you're not going to think to, because you just got Shulk. Also, it's much better to play as Shulk once he has the Monado and not let him be on the AI, because AI Shulk is stupid. Like, make me look smart when I'm not using my brain, stupid. Which is to say, about as smart as I come off on camera. Goodness knows, once the record is on, my brain no work until... Unless I'm playing... I mean, I've been playing time-based games, and sometimes it does. Xenoblade, not so much, because I rarely actually do much for my builds. I play very suboptimally in Xenoblade a lot of the time. I thought that was straight into a cutscene. Oh no, we're gonna walk a bit and then go. And also, I forgot how beautiful this place is at night.
I've never seen anywhere like this.
You see? This is why I've been saying you need to get out of the lab every now and then.
This is very different from going
We're
for a
aiming
walk.
to get inside the Bionis. We can get to the upper regions from there.
Wow. I've never thought about going inside the Bionis.
The closer we get to the top, the more monster trouble we're gonna run into. The only things that venture this far in are the Nopon merchants and curious types like me.
You really know all the fun spots, eh, Dixon?
You want to get to the top? Then this is the only way.
We'll push on, no matter what.
That's the spirit, Shulk.
Yeah, and then this thing, Dixon's a bit of luck, because there's really only 3 here. You can't skip the expedition guide. There's only 3 things on the Bionis. I was going to mention that now. Just, I don't know why he just said more. So does that? Yes, it does replace the attack buff. I don't think it replaces the allies' attack buff. The strength buff, rather? Does it not? Okay, so I know what some of these quests are. Unfortunately, it's not very useful because I'm pretty much always in the holy flip, I forgot this is the first one with 6 pages, and most of them are very empty. In fact, it's also the first with 5 in a category. I don't believe there's anywhere that has you doing every category, though.
I hate these things. Alright, I'm feeling it.
Then we're strength buff, and we're just gonna keep the aggro off of Shulk above all else. Dunban, I've mentioned before in the bio, but his whole thing is evasion hit. He doesn't get hit. There's his full combo. And yeah, he has one of the slowest recharging talent acts in the game. If I get chain links, I'm just gonna go back to dunban.
Split edge! Right, yo! Sword drive!
Yeah!
Here I come!
Well, I'm just gonna do another red eye is what I meant to say. Of course I'm going back to dunban. He's literally who I'm playing as. I don't really have much choice in that matter. This isn't Xenoblade 3 where you don't need to use everyone every round of the train attack. It is broken in Xenoblade has punching attacks, and I'm very excited for when I inevitably do that game. That still makes nothing happen along the way to make me not. Which I doubt will happen, but you never know.
Go! Okay? My right! Yeah! Rhyme time! Sword drive!
Stamp them.
Ain't over yet!
Also, I need to mention yet again, Infinity System working out weird. These guys care for Dunban, a man they have looked up to and known their entire life. It's about as much as they did Shiloh when they first met. A total stranger. Ooh! That's something I need a link to show ASAP! So, take that. Take that. And I don't think you can afford to take anything else. More Joliet has higher level enemy battles. You do not have that. You can take more attention into the battle start. More weapon power, sure. Shallow doesn't have Jack Flip you care about. Especially not right now. Shallow, you do have enough space that you could take that. How much is it? Oh, it's 18. Dang it. That was the really good skill for you. Oh, and that would also be that would be an even better skill for you, quite frankly, since you're already very, locked into the whole healer role. Yes, Spike there. That's something I need to get soon. But not quite yet. So, everyone actually has some pretty good skill links at least for where we are. There's definitely one. Oh, you have 3 skill links? Okay, well, I know what we put in these 3 later. Because, I'll just say, Shulk, he doesn't even have his best skill. There's no other way to say it. He doesn't even have his best skill. Like, he can increase chain attack damage and chain link chance. He does not have his best, and he doesn't even have his best stat skill. That comes to, I mean, Ryan, you don't really care. Especially given I tend to not run Magnum Charge, because I just like the other arts more, really. It's a good art, it's just so are the 8 that I actually use. Also, I don't mind playing suboptimally. I kind of lost my train of thought there. But yeah, I mean, as I said, you don't really care, because, like, Mad Taunt, it's a take or leave it thing. You use it when you can, but you don't really need it later on. Which is kind of why Magnum Touch's so good that I think about it, because you don't really need Mad Taunt. I just like it for the extra freebie chain link for when it comes in handy, which is occasionally the case. And Shala... Well, actually, Shala's actively detrimented by that skill. The only one, too. I wonder why. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Let those who don't know what skill I'm referring to just kind of wonder. Yeah, I mean, I already kind of said Mad Taunt because, the underlying mind effect, it's an effect that has to do with, talent ads. And I don't think I need to explain why by something that has to do with talent ads and something in Shala does not mix. Get over here. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna take chokes aggro. I'm not gonna. That's probably not the way to say it.
All together now! Good call! The taste of victory is sweet. Let's stay focused. Let's not lose our heads, though.
Also, it's so easy to get a better weapon on dunban just without trying, so I'm surprised we haven't. Oh, that lowers the defense quite a bit, though. I don't know who won't do that. I'm just gonna wait until I also need to keep grabbing more item orbs. I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna go for it. I mean, I probably should. So I might need to grind some flip out between episodes soon. I have not been doing that, and I do admit that is a massive issue. And I do have a reason, because I've been working on another project and also just doing my own flip. Also, it's day. That's why it's looking a lot worse during the day, so I need to mention night again. Debuff you, buff everyone else. Break, maybe? I didn't want to take from Ryan, but sure.
Let's stay focused. Let's not lose our heads, though.
Give me back the cool lighting. Give me the real Satrol Marsh. Also, I've been calling it Satrol. Oh no! Ah, yeah, I forgot about that. Roman death.
Everyone, look. It's a group of Nopon.
Ah, some Nopon merchants.
What do you think they're up to?
They must be here for a reason. Let's go and ask them.
Good idea.
Unfortunately, not really. Well, you mean, yes, actually, now that I think about it, yes, they are. I don't remember the dialogue, though, because I normally just take the quest and then leave. Oh, you're not? Well, I could sell some flip, which would probably net me a ton of money. Yeah, I don't even need some of these. This is also pretty much made to be sold, so, oh, I need to do it from the top. Okay, so you can continue a sell, which, is good and bad at the same time, because you can sell more than you want to by accident, and that's never good. I believe it does skip over quest items, though, which is good. Told you we wouldn't even get past this area. I'll get better gear. I'll take better Guild Slash, Gut Buster. Yeah, I'm just gonna take better everything, honestly. We got a ton of money out for that. Ooh, Blinding? Is that? Oh, Blinding Blast, I'm sorry. I keep misreading that one as Binding Blossom. It's reminding me of, again, I mentioned it before, which is, I probably shouldn't have, because it's kind of spoilers for both games. I'll just say another game, an Atlas-related game that I haven't been playing, when I probably should be, given I was also working on a Let's Play for that series. I don't know. I like the next game I have for the series in question, but it's Muslim by far my least favorite entry in that game. Nope, that's me. Oh, I already maxed shield. Take you. I'll take a maxed out Buster for the time being. That's pretty good. So you now just permanently get increased AP. So I'm gonna give you Barappa so you can punch people harder, where it's going to hurt the most. Why did I say people? People is far from accurate. I guess it's not 100% accurate for them. Like, there's very few human or humanoid or even just sentient enemies. Yep, that is a murder wolf. Yeah, I just love it. There's very few like video game locations that stand with me as much as this one. Like that stay with me like due to visual, because like there's another one from this game we'll see later, which also looks stunning at night. Wow, this game is turning me British. Or at least my sayings.
I'm ready! Leave it to right!
Because again, I don't think I have ever said it that way. Another thing that I guess isn't necessarily uncommon, but like I have never used that way. I don't know what's up with. Yeah, I guess I've been playing a lot of games with British voice acting. As I continue to not hide well that one game I mentioned I was playing, but didn't mention the exact game because it's a future Let's Play. And will continue to do so. Also, I believe I have not shown. Yeah, Dunban. He dislikes sweet things but likes nature. That feels kind of contradictory given the main. When I think sweet things, I mean, I guess chocolate first. Like, candy in general, but like one of the first things that come to mind is fruit, which is nature. Also, by far the oldest of the group for now. Yeah, I say by far. He's 9 years older than Charlotte. Alright, good. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to. Other games are gonna be having to use Charlotte. I mean, I don't have to, but I'm going to. But if she ends up being the least used,
I'm ready.
Well, you know why. I'll do my best, but subconsciously I might not because I'll be shocked.
Looks like we managed to survive. Cool. Let's keep this up. Let's not lose
Also,
our
I
heads,
forgot
though.
to look at expert mode. So, Dunban is now our lowest level character, which feels very wrong to say. Normally he's like the highest. So, we're definitely very stuck at 25. Now I do want to see if anyone else can get new skills. I want to say these guys have like a minimum level, and no, I should say skills are a very different thing in this game. It's just so natural when it's just a, like, I guess, fill in thing to say. Yeah, give me Peerless. Peerless is just the best aura in the game. It's the only AoE aura, and for good reason. Because it is so broken. I mean, I guess technically another aura is AoE, but it's more accurate to say it increases something else's AoE. And so it's not very good, because that's pretty much all it does. Yep, that's hard to murder. Yeah, the cost of stunningly beautiful glowing swamp is a lot of things that are very efficient at murder being out.
Don't lose focus! Everyone! Do your best! Let me at him!
Ah, screw it. One sec. Also, I haven't shown this. Yeah, he can technically 5 times because the third strike is 2 and 1. Yeah. He wants to keep light equipment equipped. He's probably the only one that wants to, despite having the ability to equip heavier armor. Speaking of which, probably the worst skeleton appearance on him is heavy armor for this reason. Yeah. Yep, also, as he said, both him and Reina draw aggro, but he mostly does it via damage. Because you will notice, if you look at his arts, he has auras that increases aggro, I believe. Like, and also, like, Battle Eye. But other than his auras, which probably the best one is Peerless, Blinding Blossom is his only way to get aggro, except for damaging things. Again, this game's tanks only work because they are also some of the best damage dealers in the game. But with that out of the way, we continue onwards. I gotta say though, like, this game is just so visually epic. I just gotta say it. There's no other way to put it. Like, this game is beautiful, and it's not often I say that. I'm trying to think of another game that makes me think that. I mean, I guess Paper Mario, but even then, Paper Mario never had an area like this. Like, yeah, there's some good-looking areas, especially in the remake. But, like, not this. This is amazing.
Let's keep this up.
I don't think there's any other area that is quite like this, actually. Like, I'm not a fan of other games, and I'm just coming up with blanks. Like, I got nothing.
This lamp. It has a very strange glow.
It's a remnant of the High Entia. They've hidden themselves away in the upper reaches now. But at one time, they controlled this whole area.
Good for them.
It's the perfect place to get some shut-eye. The lamp will keep the monsters away. We'll be safe if we rest here.
Don't think you should sleep with your hand on the blade.
Ah, the breeze feels so good. It's so peaceful. You know, Shulk, I hope every day can be like this, always.
You will pay for what you've done! You will know the pain and suffering you caused the Emperor and Fiora!
Do you wish to change it? The future?
Has it been that long?
Dixon.
14 years since I found you on that mountain. Seems like yesterday.
I owe it all to you. If you hadn't found me that day, I wouldn't be here now discovering the world.
Forgive me, Shulk. Sorry I couldn't save your folks.
Don't be.
Now I think about it, that was when I found the Monado as well. This might be crazy talk, but maybe you and the Monado are part of some higher plan.
I don't remember much at all. But I know that my mum and dad left me it. The Monado was their final gift to me. At least, that's how I used to think of it. That's why I want to discover its true power and help defeat the Mechon. But so far, I've just been creating piles of Mechon scrap.
So you don't just want to study it in a lab after all?
This sword... there must be some way.
Finally decided to join us, Shulk.
Sorry, guys. Didn't sleep a wink.
Right then. Time to move on. How far now?
We'll be there soon enough. The high Intia ruins are just ahead.